Hello, everybody. It's Thursday, June 8th. Um, Topic I want to talk today is about addiction. I think we all have some type of addiction, whether it be substance abuse, shopping, um, Facebook. Oh my gosh. Facebook to me is like, wow. I remember I was dating somebody and she was like, "Are you going to check us in?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" I just talked to the lady. We're going to sit down. No, on Facebook. I'm like, huh? I mean, it, that is just so ridiculous that everybody seems like they count how many likes they get and blah, blah, blah. And I think just people just took it to another level. It wasn't meant to be that way, guys. It was meant to be reconnect with people. And just people just are taking that into a different level. And it's sad to see. But anyway, obviously, my addiction was more of it was. I mean, I did obviously alcohol and some drugs. I mean, Captain Obvious, who hasn't? But I didn't really know I had a problem, and then when I went into I went into Rise. It's Rise. It's located in Lansing. It's basically a 6 month program in which you um, live in a community in which it's sober living. You go to meetings. I had to go only once a day because of my work, so it didn't really allow me to go to at least 3 meetings. And then obviously on the weekends, it just basically you're in a safe environment. But if you obviously chose to use during that program, you would be discharged and what have you. But it was a stepping stone for me because I needed some of that kind of structure, um, which enabled me to be where I'm at today. So I am very grateful for them, and I look at them as family, and I appreciate all they've done for me. And but it all came down to me though, my choice to quit drinking, and um, like I tell my kids, it's about the choices you make each and every day that will define you, good ones and bad ones. So I don't want them to. I want them to be obviously to flourish and be able to fly through life, and of course you're gonna go through ups and downs, but and of course while I was at Rise, there was a few people that drug overdose with heroin, and that was a very sad day when my friend Andy died, and very good-looking guy, just man, I can't. It's very hard to see somebody who was so young and full of life and just that had a grip on him, and it's an evil demonic drug. I think heroin is something that a lot of people don't talk about, or any addiction, whether it be substance abuse, because they're afraid, they're ashamed. Oh, it's not my kid, and then all of a sudden, I mean, just today's society is so wrapped up into um, denial that we have to face it every day when it comes down to it. I mean, we're all people here, and we struggle in each, especially people who have addictions that they don't want to. People just ostracize them. They're like put on an island. It's like the island of misfit toys. I mean, but they're human beings that we all should cherish and give them a hug, and that they have to. Basically what it comes down to, it, guys, is that when you're wrapped up into addiction, you have to seek help because you have to help yourself first, and you have to value your sobriety. I mean, the old saying goes, "One day at a time." Well, that's true, but you have to, as long as you don't use, as long as you just, maintain and listen to the meetings and be able to be comfortable to talk about it. Because I talked in every meeting I was in. I had to. I had to bring some kind of value into each meeting that I attended, and I still go to meetings, but I just see sometimes when people don't pay attention, they're on their cell phones or what have you, and that really drove me crazy because the newcomers would come in, and then people would be on their cell phones sometimes, not all the time, guys. But it was just very disturbing, and I made a mention of that too, and so. But I always said when people are out of that bubble, then they have to face reality when they're not on probation, they're not on parole. Is that when you face society, we face life, and you go out there and you go back to your hometown, that's when reality hits. That's when, who are you hanging around with? What do you mean? Who are the people that, my dad always said, you are who your friends are. And that's true. Because now I hang around my kids, my family. I don't hang around with people who I shouldn't, because obviously there's not for me, but anyway, but I can understand why people have triggers. But it's something that they have to work through, and that it's I know the struggle, but I don't have that urge anymore, and I'm just here to give back to my community in any way I can. And people say, well, start a nonprofit. I'm like, I really want to do something, and that could be my niche. I'm not sure, guys. I'm just, like I said, I pray about it daily, and I want to give back in some way. But one thing about addiction, though, it is funny because sometimes you hear about people going back and they say relapse is a part of addiction. No. I do not want to relapse. I do not want to, I know. Because there is not one positive thing alcohol has done for me in my life. Not one. And I can't express that more. And look at the things that God has blessed me with since I've been sober. It's an abundance of being free. You feel like you're in shackles when you're living in addiction, and that you finally can get on the other side and be very blessed and be very thankful that God has showed His grace on you, that you can finally give back to others. And I'm just very fortunate that I can. So I know I'll be touching on this subject a lot because it's affected me, it's affected some relatives, and it's affected a lot of people in Rise. It's affected this whole country in some. But if there's anything I can do, and hopefully someday I'm going to actually post these on Facebook and see what kind of topic you guys want to talk about or respond to anything that I've said. So, but anyway, stay tuned. You guys, see you tomorrow. But have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon.